What's up, guys? I'm just here to talk to you today about my life as an insomniac. So yeah, here we go. It's 4:11 a.m. and it's just another day in my life. I'm 49 years old, and you can see, maybe you can't, I got circles under my eyes, but it's just everyday life for me. I get up 2-3 times a night, and this is what I go through every day. I work a regular 9 to 5. It's pretty stressful, and just to talk about how I do that and being an insomniac. I'm not talking real loud right now, kind of whispering because the other people in the house are sleeping. Maybe the biggest thing is how it affects relationships, how it affects my job, how it affects my emotional state, things of that nature. But yeah, so I guess I've been an insomniac for about maybe the last 10 years. And I guess really the biggest thing to know is it wasn't always like this. I would sleep soundly through the night. I'd be on a regular sleep schedule, but now this is my sleep schedule. I guess we'll start in the morning on a typical day, typical work day, Monday through Friday. 40 hours a week. I wake up. Really, I don't really wake up, but I'm half asleep, if you call it half sleep. I get out of bed, let's say that. I get out of bed at 5:30, go to my job, which we'll get into what that is later, but for now I get up 5:30. Take me about 20 minutes to wake up, to get up and get ready, get all my clothes on, shower, make a cup of coffee. I'm out the door by 6:15. I drive an hour every day to work. Hour there, hour back. So I get to work about 7:15, do what I have to do. I usually leave work about 3:30. Drive an hour back home. Listen to talk radio, sports usually, because I'm a big sports head. Get back home, go to my little room, watch TV. Do that from about 5 till maybe 6:30. 6:30 p.m. now. I fall asleep. Fall asleep for about a half hour and I'm woken up. Wake up. I'm up to about maybe 8:30. And in between the time of 6:30, 8:30, I get something to eat. Maybe a pizza, maybe something small. Fall back asleep for about 20 minutes. Wake back up. I'm up watching TV for about maybe another 2 hours. And it's that cycle back and forth over and over and over again. I fall asleep for a half hour, 45 minutes, wake up. And I do this all throughout the night. So maybe total, I might get 2.5 hours of sleep a day. And, that usually works for me. Now, I've made a few connections over the last 3 years as far as how my sleeping patterns turn into what they are. And those are things that I'll get on later and do other videos about, if this one, if y'all watch this. But just want to let y'all know, how, living life as an insomniac, working 40 hours a week, affects my life, how it affects our lives. So I'm just kind of putting it out there. Now, I have my undergrad degree. I got that in IT. I got that over 20 years ago. I've raised a family, raised 3 daughters. They're all doing good. They're all grown. My youngest daughter just turned 19. So that's that. Yeah, I'm currently in graduate school. So on top of working a full-time job and being Insomniac, I'm also searching for an advanced degree. Trying to make a relationship work, but due to the circumstances of course, being an Insomniac, it's hard. It's hard. Here I am in a room by myself because my partner works a full-time job, works hard, but I get up at all hours of the night, going back and forth to the bathroom. I got the TV on. I'm going to panel, see what I usually am watching is, of course, YouTube. So it affects that. As far as mental health is concerned, I guess I can touch on that. Yeah, I struggle with mental health, man. Whether it be a lack of sleep, the things I've been through, my life, it just seems like nowadays everybody's dealing with something. And this is what I'm dealing with, Like I said, it's hard on relationships. Big time sense of loneliness. Sorry about that. Kind of make you feel like you're going through this world alone, because basically you're up when the world is out. Yeah. So that's how it affects my everyday life and the things that I got going on. I don't really have much of a social life because I can fall asleep almost at any time, but I can only fall asleep for a few minutes and then I'm back up. It's weird, but I'm not complaining. I'm just saying, just letting y'all know how it is to be in my shoes. I don't know, maybe discuss strategies on how to work around it or how to work with it. Been to the doctor. I've been diagnosed with this and that, and I have prescriptions for all these things like, insomnia 1, depression 2, anxiety. To be honest, like, none of the medications help me. I keep going back just so I can make sure that, if I do have an emergency and I need those things, I can get the prescriptions and I can take them if I need it. But what I have found is that they don't really work. They don't really help. But it is what it is, As far as my job and how I'm able to function, well, I guess I can say after working in the professional world for over, since I was 17, I guess, maybe I can go back to that. I'll go back to that. So I moved out of my mom's house when I was 17. I've always been basically kind of responsible. Moved out when I was 17 with my girlfriend. We had our own apartment. Graduated high school, no problem. Started going to college, and at that time I worked full time in a restaurant. And while I was working in the restaurant, I went to school full time. So I've always been used to heavy load, I guess. Putting in a lot of work, hard hours, but minimum wage, nothing special. Just a regular job for a kid out of high school, going to college, being in a relationship full time. I remember even back in the day, my friends, my age, my cousins, they always say, how's he gonna do this? How's Barry gonna do this? But I always took pride in being able to do it, being the one to move out first and kind of like being an adult first. So yeah, since as long as I can remember, I've been living the big boy or whatever you call the adult life. And it hasn't been an issue for me. But, well, maybe I'll say it wasn't an issue back then, but I believe, like I said before earlier in the video, over these years I've made connections. I've connected things, why things have gone in my life. And let me tell y'all, I've lived a hell of a life. A hell of a life. I'm talking things that I've seen, things that people should see. I've done things people shouldn't do. I really shouldn't be here if not for the grace of God, one, and a loving family and a strong friends, loving friends. Sorry, y'all, I'm just checking the time. I don't know why. I sound like I got shit to do. I'm gonna fall asleep, But yeah, I'll probably lay back and just drift to sleep for another 15 minutes. Boom, wake up, watch the TV for another 2 or 3 hours. So yeah, back to my experiences, and like I said, I love to get into that stuff deeper. Maybe on a few videos from now, if people watching, if people really care. But yeah, I've raised 3 daughters. Moved out when I was 17. Worked a full-time job. Went to school full-time. Had my own apartment. Been on my own since I was 17. Yeah, I don't want to go too deep right now, but trust me, eventually I will. Making money. That's a big thing nowadays, Tell you what, the position I'm in now, making good money, but I will say that the position I had from the age of 25 to 45, I got paid a lot of money. Good money, enough money to raise a family, 3 daughters and a partner and a house. I had a house, new cars, bought my daughters new cars when they were 16. Made good money, but something happened. Life kept moving, and with my focus being what it was for 20 years, me to be able to take care of my family. I'm not in that profession anymore. It was a legal profession, nothing illegal. It was an honors and job. I worked as an IT manager, with computers. I worked for a big electrical supply company in St. Louis, Missouri for 20 years. Made enough money to support my family, had full coverage, insurance, 401k, the whole nine. After 20 years, that's when everything kind of went downhill. And honestly, that's when my life changed. I'm not going to say for the better, for worse. Some things were better. Some things have gotten worse. But either way, I'm still here, still doing it, still pushing, still struggling. I see light at the end of the tunnel. Every day is a blessing. I get to wake up. Breathe air, and I get to try and see if I can accomplish something. Every day's a new day, so I'm blessed that I have the opportunity to wake up. So that's a good side of things. But yeah, back to it, man. I don't know if you can see my eyes. I've gained weight these last 5-10 years have been kind of hard on my body. A lot of people say I look young for my age, but I used to look a lot younger. So, being an Insomniac and, working this full-time job. But yeah, back to that. Like, I'm new to this, so you have to excuse me. I'm gonna mess up a lot. I honestly love the job I'm doing now, and I think that was one of the big problems. Was that I didn't love my job that I had for 20 years. It was go to work, come home, take care of the family. Just wasn't interacting with people. I'm kind of a social person. I'm antisocial, but I'm not. Everybody got all these damn labels nowadays, man. It's crazy. It's whatever. But yeah, so it is what it is. My name is Barrett. It's my first video, kind of talking about what it's like to be an insomniac and work a full-time job. Like I said, I'll get a lot more into it. The next few videos I make, I'll get a lot more into my life and the path I've been down. Maybe I'll get better at this. I hope I will. I hope this was halfway entertaining to y'all because, I hope we can kind of start like a little community of insomniacs who are working hard and how we all get through the day and how we making it through the day possible, and how you interact with the outside world and how it affects your relationships and your mental health, and give tips to each other, talk back and forth. Eventually I'd like to do a few lives and we can all hop in and whatever you've been through, doesn't matter, good, bad, struggles, how you've come out on the other side. Have things worked out for you? Have things gotten worse? Can we help each other? Can you help me? Can I help you? Things like that. Yeah. So hopefully eventually this is something that turns into something really constructive. If so, that'd be cool. So anyway, I hope y'all are doing good at 4:25 a.m. and I'll be up for another few hours, and I don't know, maybe I'll come back on tonight, maybe I won't. Either way, I hope y'all are doing good, and remember, treat people with love, kindness, and, face the world full bore. Yeah, don't be afraid to fail, even though that's hard to say, but, go get what you want. Don't let anything stop you, but most importantly, treat people with good intentions, treat them with love, and just, be a good person. All right, talk to y'all later. Peace.